just received in our newspaper.
Right, so I have 3 points I want to bring up. By that, I mean, I'm going to say one of them, forget the other two. So I've been watching the Star Wars prequels. I want to watch them all in order, but I'm going to watch the shows in between when they're supposed to take place, which is going to suck because I really cannot stand TV shows anymore. They take forever. There's too many filler episodes, and I don't care about any of the characters. But I've decided I'm going to start saying things like, you know, people will like believe in the Force or like follow the Force, and we're like, just follow the vibes.
Right.
The vibes will lead us to the path.
But that truthfully is though. Like,
That's
listen,
like, yeah.
that is the Force.
It is
like,
the,
if you
the vibes are for the Force,
listen,
bro.
if you look at Star Wars, listen, and I'm gonna piss a lot of people off because I have only watched the three original ones because you told me to.
Yeah, so you
That's
should watch
it.
the prequels.
So
now.
I'm not a Star Wars fan, so let me piss some people off. Now, if you let's say the Force, and we're talking about the vibe thing.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's what they got it off of for sure. The writers were like, it's got to be vibes only. And listen, I watched those 3 movies. Chewbacca was a vibe. Like that dude, like no wonder Han Solo fucking loved that man.
There's a whole
Love
movie
that.
talking about how they got together.
Really?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, okay.
Apparently it's real good.
Is it like newer?
Yeah, they called it Solo.
Oh, I heard of that.
Yeah.
I heard of it. I don't know. I would watch. I don't know. I didn't mind the first 3 to be honest. Like, and to be honest, like for the time it was
Crazy.
they were
bro.
fucking good. It was good.
Crazy good.
It was kind of crazy.
Now
good.
watch the prequel movies.
You told me that, but it's like, is it worth it?
Yes, they're
It is?
fucking hilarious. They
Or
are.
it's funny.
They're like just watching it. You're like, that's terrible writing. That shit's funny. It gives you the backstory
Yeah.
of Darth Vader,
Right.
which is
Yeah,
wild.
yeah. It's like Anakin, right?
Yeah.
Anakin, and then it's like, there was clips of it I've seen.
because it's fucking funny.
Wasn't the Mandalorian supposed to be good?
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch it.
No. Oh, okay. Pedro Pascal was in it.
I don't
Did you
give a
watch-
shit.
Are you into Star Wars? No. No. You've seen none.
None of them.
Damn. Okay.
You guys should watch the prequels.
Just the prequels? Like, what about she never even seen the originals?
Okay, make her watch the originals first, and then watch the prequels. There's
Well-
a reason they were like, let's skip to episode fucking 4.
Dude. I know people got to be tired of this.
Yeah.
I want to rewatch The Walking Dead so bad.
It's so good,
And
bro.
it's like,
the first few seasons, man. Oh,
We talk about this all the time. This is like
how
a
long has it
repeat
been?
thing. It's been like recent. Like the reason the last time we
Because
talked about
I
it.
hadn't seen. I mean, like no, but I mean, like how long since you've seen it?
Oh. Maybe like a year and a half.
Okay, I mean, I waited. When did the first season come out? 2008,
2010, I thought.
2010.
Yeah.
That's when I saw the first season. So going back and watching, you don't realize like the fear the walkers put into these people. It's like, holy shit, that hit hard. They're hiding under cars.
Yeah.
Imagine season 9 Rick hiding under a car.
Yeah.
You can't. You can't.
You know, it was interesting when I didn't even think about it until Justice said it. Remember when Justice was on here on the podcast? He was the first guest we actually ever had in the studio. And
Was he?
Yeah, he
Holy
was.
fuck.
He was the first one. And
Rip that first 2 hours or whatever.
yeah, it was like an hour and a half that didn't get recorded. It was sick. It was a good way to break it in. But what's in like what I'm saying about that is he brought up a good point where he was like, "Bro, Rick turned into Shane,"
No, he did. Yeah.
and I was like, "Oh yeah, he totally
What a better
fucking did."
version. If Shane had killed Rick in season 2, the group wouldn't have made it that far though.
Mm-hmm.
They wouldn't have.
Right.
There's no way. Because Rick had him hiding out, or Shane had him hiding out in a fucking quarry.
Yeah.
No contact with anything else. No going around learning how to survive. Rick was like, no, we're going to fuck it. Because you got to think, like, once they left Herschel's farm there, like, they were on the road for like a year before we even met back up with them.
Yeah.
And then they're fucking eating owl out of a fucking
Eating
fire.
owl, and then like you have them being quiet, like they go into the house. Remember that? That's how the opening scene is for
Hard,
season 3,
bro.
Where it's all hard, and then they just keep
There's
moving.
like Carl and Rick with silencers.
Yeah.
Just only Carl and Rick for some reason had silenced weapons.
Yeah.
Rick still had his revolver on his hip, but he goes, give me a second gun.
Yeah.
Give me a second gun.
Well, you need the silencer, bro. You want to keep that shit quiet. Hush, 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 dog. Are you? Did you ever watch like any like drug related shows? Like in the sense of like Breaking Bad, or
I
like
couldn't do it.
listen. If you're talking, you know how people will say like Breaking Bad is like the what do you want to say like one of the bigger ones for like drug shows. Like it's like, you know what I mean, building
Sure.
up. Yeah. I personally think. Listen, I watched it twice, the Breaking Bad, and I'm not saying I like it. I do. I like it. But if you're asking me personally, I would have put Ozark above them.
That's good.
I liked Ozark.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ozark was a crazy show.
I got bored with both of those.
You got bored.
Listen, I've tried to watch Breaking Bad probably 9 times. I think I got to season 4 this time. It was like, it's too much. I don't give a fuck about this old dude. Let him die. I don't know. Everyone's screaming. They're yelling about cancer and shit. And like his wife hates him. Yeah, of course she does. You're a meth dealer, dude.
But I'll say she refused to tell on him. Like never said a word.
Good.
And he was just like, I'm doing it for this family.
Yeah, sure.
She's like, I'm not gonna take your drug money when you die, you old fuck. And he was just like, it's for you guys.
It's for the kids though, bro.
That's why I started it. Like I didn't like I said, I didn't mind it. But Ozark was crazy. Like I'm telling you, I still wish like you would continue on with it because I do think it picks up. To be honest, I don't like the ending, the way it ended. I was kind of like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, dude, I think like out of both those shows, like those drug shows, like that one's fucking way better.
You know what it came down to for Ozark was I disliked every member of the Bird family.
Yeah.
There wasn't a single redeemable quality. I just didn't like Wendy. Just shut the fuck up, Wendy.
Bro. And that's what I mean, bro. Wendy, the entire like afterwards, right?
Oh my god.
So
the first like season and a half.
yeah,
She goes, "Oh, we can't be doing this."
bro. She's out here having an affair on the guy, and then he's first of all, then he's over here working for the cartel.
Hard, bro.
Hard.
Marty was putting in work. He was establishing a network.
Bro, watches his boy get beat. First episode, his best friend dead. They kill his best friend. They're like, hey, oh, and then he's like, what are you talking about? We've been doing everything. And he goes, bro, I've been stealing money from the cartel. And you're like, what the fuck? Marty's like, what do you mean you've been stealing money from the cartel?
Why would you do that? In what world is that a good idea?
Yeah. And then, bro, so they obviously pop him. And then obviously it starts right. Marty's like, listen, bro, I can make the money back.
I'll figure it out, bro.
Don't kill me. Move me to the Ozarks. I'll start buying businesses and laundering it in. Like let me show
this
you
fucking backwater drug filled.
And the whole deal is obviously like you could tell as the show goes on, like that's not what the deal is going to pan out to be. Yeah. But it's like, oh, just make our money or double our money back from whatever your buddy stole, and then you're done. Then
and then you're done, bro. Make millions of dollars for us, and then you're good.
But it's funny during that. So he's trying to get him out. All of a sudden, Wendy comes out of nowhere. Actually, it was because of her fucking brother. Her brother rolls back up, and her brother just says, he starts figuring it out, like what's happening. And he's like, oh my God. And he goes, I'm going to, and makes it a big public thing. Like, I'm going to fucking rat on you guys, all this shit.
Why?
Bro, because
he's a dick?
No, he's crazy. The thing is like, I forget what he has. Like, I think it's like schizophrenia or whatever. But he's like
so
crazy.
They're going to believe that the schizophrenic guy's sister is laundering money for the cartel?
During that though,
yeah,
they're trying to, Marty and her are trying to become like public figures. So like they're opening all these businesses, the casinos and shit. So they're making these public like announcements and like having people come. Well, he ends up running and starts saying, these people are fraud. Like, he just starts yelling in the middle of a thing. And obviously then the cartel, like they see that this guy made a public thing and the cartel comes and like, you got to get rid of him. Bro, she ends up driving her own brother to his death. I don't care if I spoiled it for anyone. If you're not liking this, skip through it. Just kills, literally driving her brother to his death.
Good.
And then this girl goes, now that he's out of the way, we can keep doing her shit. And Marty's like, bro, what are you talking about? I'm trying to get us out of this shit. What do you mean?
Why'd you just kill your brother, bro?
Yeah. And she was like, I had to do it. And then that's why like the son resented her the entire time.
Because she had his uncle killed?
Yeah, because him and his uncle were close. Like during the season, you see that they build a relationship or whatever.
Sick.
But it's like,
what's that chick's? Is it Rue or Ruth?
Ruth.
I liked her.
I liked Ruth.
I don't know shit about fuck. I say it all the time.
I don't know shit about fuck. And then, dude, honestly, if you want to tell me, like, she got the I know you didn't watch the whole show. Yeah. She got the shit end of the entire show.
Did she?
Like, she ends up becoming more badass through the series. But it was pretty much like Marty was like, I'm trying to help you out. And she was like, fuck you. No, you're not.
Fuck you, Marty. I don't think you are.
Yeah. because there was a couple times where she got fucked around a bunch. Like her dad was kind of like a piece of shit.
Yeah,
the
didn't
entire
he get
time.
murdered?
Yeah, and then
Her brothers.
her brother ends up. Do you remember though? Because you watched the first season, so do you remember those poppy field farmers?
Yeah, the heroin dealers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you know the older lady, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember her brother? I think his name was Will or
Maybe.
he had long hair.
Okay.
So Will ends up at the end, like near the end of the series, is hooking up with the poppy field girl.
Oh. What?
Yeah. Poppy field girl ends up fucking like crossing the cartel hard.
Oh.
So then they're just like, got to get rid of her.
Yeah.
Homeboys there at the time, they kill. So and then Ruth walks in and finds that, she's dead
Yeah.
and he's dead
Oh.
because they killed both of them.
Yeah.
The whole scene's wild, dude.
Listen, I'll consider watching it. I just got so much on my plate now with Star Wars, bro. I gotta watch the Clone Wars show.
No, that seems like a lot. And I feel like, you're doing it the right way. I don't like I'll say this because like if I'm like I need to watch a series and like only watch that series. Like I know people that could start something and like they could jump between shows and shows. Like they'll like, oh, I'll watch an episode of this and then watch an episode of that.
Yeah, I can't do that.
And it's like, no, bro, I need to watch like the show in its entirety, and then I'm done.
I'm done with it.
I'm done with the show.
Got it off the shelf.
Right. But that's just how I've been. Like I've always been like that. Like it's like, okay.
Well, it's like, fuck, man, I only got like fucking 2 hours to watch TV.
Right? Like my mom will start like 4 different shows. Like I'll be like, what are you talking? She's like, I watched this show. Like she finished all of The Walking Dead, and I'm like, I'm not even kidding. Probably like a month and a half.
Good for her.
All of it. She finished all of it, and then not to mention she's watching other shows on top of that. It's 11 fucking seasons, dog.
Where do you find the
They're
time?
like 15 to 20 episodes. They're all hour long. Like, what the fuck? You got some time. The only one that's not like that is season 1 because I think it's like 6 episodes. Season 1.
Of The Walking Dead?
Yeah,
that makes sense. I think it was like a pilot like season.
Yeah, it was because they didn't know how people were gonna react to it.
People liked it.
Yeah, people
loved it. It was fucking good.
That I've yet to find like a good UFO show.
There aren't, man.
Or like X-Files maybe.
Watch it.
Yeah, you told me that.
I'm telling you to watch it. They lost me around season 9. Because that's when like contract disputes are happening and like the main character's sex addiction was really popping off, so he wasn't around as much.
Right.
They kind of like had him abducted, but he would still kind of just show up and be like, I'm still alive. Peace out, though.
Yeah, I don't know. I wanted to find something like that or a movie. It'd be cool to have movies. Like, there's no like. I guess people will say like Alien, but I'm like, this is not fun.
No,
because it's more of like just like a horror based thing. Like, it's funny that all Alien like movies are just like literally be terrified.
Yeah, it's brainwash. Trying to brainwash you so you don't try and talk to the aliens.
Yeah, yeah. And it's like they're all evil. And it's like, dog, I don't know. Watch a couple UFO documentaries over this week.
Sometimes they kind of just show up.
Bro, they kind of just show up, but it was like so the way I would look at it, right? Yeah. We're going to UFO talk.
Yeah, I figured. We're already 10 minutes in.
Yeah, it's so
the one planned topic we have, let's just get right into it.
It was Unacknowledged was the first documentary I watched, and then Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind. Those are the 2 documentaries I watched. And what I thought was like, what they brought up a good point. Like obviously these people like they're interviewing all believe UFOs. They have UFO sightings and stuff. But what I find interesting is like there's videos of like, there'll be like a missile that they're shooting at this thing, like they're shooting this missile or this rocket, and it's like the one of the UFOs is like it shines a beam on the top of it, beam on the side, beam on the bottom, beam on the other side, and then the rocket just shuts off, like done. And then obviously there's many instances where they report that they can shut down whole military like sections
just
and,
whenever they want.
Right. So it's like if like the way I would look at it is they probably look at us as a threat because like we keep fucking. First of all, we kill.
So
listen, just hear me out.
Yeah.
We kill each other, so they look at that. They'll notice that like we're in constant conflict over the rock, like you say all the time, right? We're in constant conflict. But I think like if the case was where they're like, we should be terrified of these, UFOs or whatever.
Oh yeah.
I'm saying from the government side now, like where they tell you that, like
Yeah.
you should be afraid of these. It's like, should we? Because like I feel like they just fucking they're shutting shit down. Like if they really want, I think they're just showing you like, hey, we could, we could shut it down. But it's also like, bro, what the fuck is going on?
I think they probably view us as a little more than like children, infants. We're probably not that interesting to them.
You think so?
Why would we be interested in them? We can barely make it to the like little rock that hovers around us. We've been trying to get to the moon for like 2 years now, Jake. We just haven't been able to do it.
I don't know. I don't think we would not be interesting.
How would we not?
If
you can travel the entire universe
right
at light speed, you don't think there's civilizations more advanced than we are?
But if you were looking at us as like a conscious being, like, okay, these hairless apes are conscious and they're constantly innovating technology.
Yes.
They're constantly moving forward. Shit's getting faster and faster, like technology wise, right? Like we're having a lot of things. Why would you don't think they would come and be like, here's like the technology what we use?
No.
Why do you think that?
Because we're not advanced enough yet.
Do you think
We are still in the infant state. Our civilization has only been around for like a couple thousand years.
Right.
As it is.
Right.
The advancements have only really happened in the last couple hundred.
Yeah.
We're nowhere close to what they'd be able to do. Why would they care about us? If they can travel to any other civilization in the universe, don't you think they go to one that's more advanced than we are to help them progress to their level?
Maybe.
Or be more afraid of them? If we're just some kids with sticks.
But
we are kids with sticks,
yeah.
bro.
Do you think that they're still looking at us? Like they're just curious, like let's just see
Let's just check in, yeah. Why not?
What these motherfuckers at.
But I don't think they see us as a threat. If they saw us as a threat and they could travel that way, they could just take the planet out.
I guess.
Or
They could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got to think like there's that scale of energy, where it's like civilizations need a certain amount of energy to power those things.
Right.
Or
Type 1, type 2 is
type
that the
2,
shit?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
forget what it starts
Type
with K.
3. Yeah.
And it's like, if they have that, then they probably have Dyson spheres, which is pretty much like they absorb the power of stars.
Right.
So if they really didn't like us too much, they could kill the sun. They could just be like, oh, okay, well, no more light for you. Sorry.
Done. Game over.
Like, if they just started building a Dyson sphere around the sun, what would we do?
Yeah.
What are we going to do? We have nothing.
Yeah, you can't do anything.
What are we, sending a nuke up there in a ship and hoping?
I hope.
Hope it does something?
There's that, and then like, didn't they just find a planet recently with active volcanoes?
Probably.
I just read something like that today.
I don't think that's rare, though.
No?
I don't think so. Why would it be?
I guess not.
I think most planets have a molten core.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't even think.
Volcanoes are just the
It's
core.
a start.
Yeah.
It's interesting. That shit's interesting to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
The just wide expanse of the universe.
Yeah. We ain't gonna see none of it.
And motherfuckers are just like, hey, yo. Like, you know what I mean?
I'm gonna kill you over the fucking lines we drew on the rock.
Yeah. We're still in constant conflict. That's interesting.
My book says something different than you.
Yeah. Yeah. That's literally what it is. I don't think we'd ever even like, I don't know. I don't know why. I just feel like we'd never figure that out. Like, in the sense of
because why would they want us to figure, like, why would the people in power want us to figure that out?
What?
How to stop fighting each other.
Oh no, like that's just, the money gets passed around.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, what I'm saying is I'm just interested in, like, motherfuckers check in once in a while, like I'm curious about the people who have the experiences, like it's like, damn, bro.
Like seeing UFOs and shit.
Yeah.
You know Dan Aykroyd?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a big believer in it. He collects UFO evidence, does like interviews with survivors and abductees.
That shit's crazy too.
Make some okay vodka.
My dad's friend told me to watch this thing. It was called like Missing 411 or something like that.
Missing 411.
411, yeah.
Yeah, it's the missing people of the national parks in the U.S.
Yeah.
Canada. You ever seen how the map of the national parks disappearances and
No.
the underground cave systems line up?
No.
How would we Google that? Can we look up comparison between missing people in national parks and underground cave systems? Comparison. It's kind of crazy. I don't know if it's true. Obviously, I've just seen it. I've seen it a bunch of times. It's fucking.
Cave systems and what?
And cave systems. Just put cave systems. The second one, Reddit. Yep.
Is this what you seen it on?
Probably. Yeah, I'm over 18. Okay. So the top one is people disappearing without a trace, and the bottom is on cave systems.
Is that the what's the black like that? Is that?
Here, I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna do some pointing.
It's okay. Yeah, point it.
Alright, so all these are disappearances, like cluster disappearances.
Okay.
All the little dots are people going missing.
Right.
If you notice, they fucking really cluster around the cave systems.
They do. What the
Look
fuck?
at this one.
Is that actually accurate too? Like
I don't know. But look, they all like all the big clusters.
that's fucking weird, right?
Okay, so Theodore Roosevelt. He created the National Parks Act, okay?
Yeah.
So this is completely fake, but I've heard it multiple times by a certain group of people, so I'm going to repeat it because it's
Okay.
funny. So he created the National Parks Act to keep certain parts of forests like safe,
Mhm.
like they couldn't be like torn down or cut away. And the reason he did that is not because he liked the beauty of nature and wanted to preserve it. It was to keep the Wendigos in a location, okay? So if they can stay in those certain areas and well fed, they won't branch out and kill us all.
Damn.
And that's why those missing people are so close to cave systems, because they live in the caves of the national forest.
Damn. Maybe. I think like I don't know. He was just explaining it, and then
Because those disappearances in the woods are fucking weird.
weird
sometimes.
because he was telling me. My dad's friend was telling me. He goes, "You should watch it." He goes, "Jake, you'll never want to go hunting again." Like that's what he was saying to me. He's like, "You'll never want to step foot in the woods again." He goes, "These people go missing, and there's like literally no trace, like not tracks. Like they
Nothing.
hire professionals like to go and find them. Like like fucking the guy
Manhunter.
Yeah, manhunter. Yeah, that's exactly what
That's
I was
what he
thinking.
did. That's what he did, bro.
Yeah, it was a hunt men. Like that's literally what it was.
Yeah.
Hit men and women on that show.
And Rambo from Rambo 5.
Right. Yeah. But that shit, right? That shit is weird. Did you also hear recently? Do you remember that show? Me and you started watching it. It was called Unsolved Mysteries. We watched a couple episodes. I guess that show actually ended up finding a girl.
A couple times, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, a recent one?
a recent one. This is recent. So this girl went missing when she was like 6, or I don't want to say 6. They found her 6 years later. That was what I'm trying to get at. Like this is just recent.
Yeah.
Like I was like, damn. And it was just through some guy recognized her through the show. Like the guy was like, "Are you so and so from Unsolved Mysteries?" And I was just like,
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. She's like, "There's a show."
I wanted to jump back to that missing 411 thing. There's weird ones where it's like there'll be no trace of them. They're gone,
Yeah.
and then a piece of their clothing is found
That's
fucking hours away. Like people, like they couldn't have survived the journey to get over here. No predator would have dragged a loose piece of clothing this far.
Or yeah, I don't know. That shit is weird because like he was like, he goes, "You will not want to go hunting."
There's an
ever
entire subreddit dedicated to this.
again." Oh really? I didn't
Yeah.
even know that.
It's probably where that map was, to be honest.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's crazy. Like that the missing stuff is weird, especially when like you have people like they say where they're gone missing for a couple days and they're like, "I don't know what happened." Like I have no idea what happened.
I was gone, and then I was there.
And but the thing is, they'll be gone for like a week.
Yeah.
And they just show back up and they're like, "I don't know what happened. I just woke up. I just woke up and I'm here now." It's like, whoa,
Yeah.
what the fuck? You know what I mean? Shit's crazy, dog.
And it's like people have been telling the same stories for hundreds of years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where they just like go pass out in the woods one place and just fucking wake up.
Yeah. And they'll fucking be like,
Where the fuck am I?
yeah, I know. And then they just pop out of the woods and they're like, "What's up?"
I've probably brought this up 1,000 times, or maybe 5 times. Remember that Russian hunting group that kind of just all died mysteriously and were found like poisoned with radiation?
No.
Can we look up something past incident? Just hook Russian past incident.
Past incident?
Past, like
Oh.
PASS.
It comes up right away.
Yeah, because it's creepy. Did you just hit movie?
Yeah, there was a movie on it too.
Yeah.
No, this one.
Yeah, sure. Fuck it. So basically, how this went down.
Soviet hikers died.
How many people was it?
I think it said 9, didn't it?
Yeah.
9
Right.
deaths.
So 9 motherfuckers, experienced hikers, went up on the mountain. They weren't heard from a long time. The government went up there to search for them, probably the cops. All 9 of them were dead.
Okay.
Some of the tents looked like they had been cut from the inside, and most of them had run out naked into the snow in the middle of the night. Some of them had really unexplainable wounds, internal bleeding and fucking hemorrhaging. One of them was irradiated, there was radiation found on the body. And then there was what was the other one? I think 2 of them made it pretty far, and then just bled out.
The fuck?
Yeah, can't remember if I might be fucking some of them up. Scroll down a bit.
Small crack in his skull. One victim had severe chest traumas. Lying in water in a creek.
Yeah.
4 had damaged soft tissue in the head and face. 2 of the bodies had missing eyes.
One had a missing tongue, and one was missing eyebrows.
Holy fuck.
Oh yeah, and the reason the government put on the death certificates was compelling natural force.
What the fuck?
Because they were like, I have no idea.
There's different theories that people have said.
Yeah. Animal attacks, hypothermia, and
That's not
avalanche.
animal attack talk. Because an animal would...
Catabatic winds, infrasound-induced panic, military involved. Yeah, it was, by the way, I'm pretty sure it was near a military testing ground.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. But it was why was that dude's tongue missing and nothing else on him?
That in the dude's eyes.
Yeah, and the radiation.
2 bodies had missing eyes.
Yeah, 2 of them.
And they all just had, but cracks to their, right? It said they had cracks to their skulls and shit.
Right here, it says it was a heroic struggle. There was no panic, but they had no chance to save themselves under the circumstances.
Yeah. So 6 died to hypothermia, 2 died to physical chest trauma, and 1 died to the fractured skull. Yeah.
Wow. Area closed for 3 years. That was the outcome of that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're
2 of them were chest trauma, physical chest trauma, it
Yes.
says, though, right?
Yeah.
What would it mean? Their chest plate just caved in, or
they got hit in the chest so hard
yeah,
it killed
it
them. Yeah.
killed them, yeah.
Probably punctured their lungs or their heart.
And then 1 due to a fractured skull.
Yeah.
Still, those injuries aren't
Yeah.
right? Those are
How many were found in running water?
3, it said. I thought 4, maybe 4. 4 of the bodies were found laying in running water in a creek. Yeah.
Leave their camp in low visibility conditions with inadequate cooling and died of hypothermia. Yeah. Okay. Scroll down a little more. Let's see what happens. Keep going.
It was a skiing
Supposed cause of
expedition.
death. Internal bleeding from severe chest trauma. Keep going. Oh, dude, one of them was there and left due to illness and died in 2013. Imagine being the guy who left because you got sick. Holy fuck.
Can you imagine finding out, though, when
Yeah.
they didn't come home?
Yeah,
When
you're
you're
like,
what
"Whoa,
happened?
shit. Oh. All right, let's keep going. See what happens. See what else we can find. I'm sure I've brought this up before.
No, you've never brought this up. This is
I think
definitely
about this all the time.
This is the first time you've ever brought this up.
Because it's scary.
No, it's fucking terrifying, dude. It's what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
Especially because I was it said it was a skiing thing, right? So I'm oh, maybe the fucking injuries could have came from that.
I don't know.
But
skull fractured and punctured chest plates.
No, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
And then,
Eyeballs.
The eyeballs and the
I mean, the
tongue.
eyeball things, yeah, is a little fucked, but that's not skiing. I've never been skiing in my life, but I don't think that's a part of it. You wear goggles. Wear goggles, dog.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, this was just weird.
Yeah, that's really
What
weird.
was this?
34?
1959, I thought it said.
Oh, it was a 59. Yeah, it's 59. Yeah.
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 Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that shit is weird. A lot of weird shit happens in the woods, dog.
trying to think of
You got bears, and then whatever the fuck this is.
whatever that was.
Like, yeah, you know what I mean? That or like you got bears, the missing 411, and then this. Like, you know what I mean? It's like
It goes up.
the woods are not.
I'm guessing 411 is Wendigos.
Yeah,
They're out there.
all right.
I can feel it in my soul. There's no reason for all those uncontracted tribes to have the same legend.
I guess. Yeah.
That's too many cannibal legends.
yeah.
Immortal cannibals. You know what I mean?
It's interesting just to see like you said about like the people in still those tribes, like to see like it's interesting to see like the stages of like where humans are at.
Yeah.
Because it's like you start almost at all like a bit like I'm saying like when humans first like popped off, you know, humans first start coming around, you're all the same. You're like sticks, spears, fires, and like whatever you hunt.
I doubt they were all like.
You don't
I don't think
so?
they had that base knowledge.
Maybe not the base knowledge.
I
But
feel like one dude figured out like, bro, I can throw rocks really hard.
yeah,
Like
super hard.
really, really hard.
Yeah,
And then like he taught the tribe that, and then they saw a rival tribe with like, I don't know, just more food than they had at the time. They're like,
Yeah.
we should just hit them with the rocks.
yeah.
Wait a second. And then someone was like, bro, like we can't just keep getting pelted by these rocks. What if we put sharp rocks on the end of sticks and throw those?
They'll
Spears.
impede them.
Yeah. And it's,
You imagine like the first spear ever getting like thrown, like you're just chilling, like you're just like
you're with your
cooking-
homeboys,
you're
and then like
cooking-
someone gets hit with a
you're
spear.
cooking food, and all of a sudden you just get like, you gotta-
What the fuck is that?
like what happened to so and so
Gregory.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, they had full English names like that.
Yes. That's one of those names.
Fuck Gregory, god damn.
Oh shit.
Killed that buffalo. Gregory's fucking down.
You know what else is weird? How many tribes or how many cultures have gnome legends?
I didn't even know. I didn't hear about this.
You know what gnomes are?
I know what gnomes are, but I've never heard of it.
It's just weird how many different countries had gnome. Like, what inspired the gnomes? They were like, what if there were short people in the woods living in trees and mushrooms?
Can we find that out? What should we search up?
How many cultures have gnome legends?
Yeah. Why is there a gnome legend? How many?
And it's also weird how many of them had dragon legends. Like, I guess you could be like dinosaur bones, but it's like, why? I don't know. Why were so many of them looking like snakes?
Oh, I thought it was gnomes. I thought it was gnomes.
Germany, Iceland, Ireland, Switzerland, France. Okay.
But why?
Yeah. Why?
That's so many places to have legends of gnomes.
And like reputable sources.
Why are they owning them? That's weird.
Could eliminate evil from the lives of anyone who owned one. Okay. Should get a gnome in here.
No, so they just provide protection,
Yeah.
especially buried treasure and minerals in the ground. That's why they're mostly found in gardens and shit.
It's just a weird thing for multiple cultures to make up at the same around the same time and be like, yeah, this is what that means.
It was a game changer for humans once we started fucking planting shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh man, why are they deformed? That's fucked up.
You ever seen Romeo and Juliet?
Yeah, it was the
Good.
first movie I ever saw on a school trip.
Yeah.
Or maybe the last one I saw
Sherlock
at St.
Gnomes.
Al's.
I've never seen this.
Sherlock Gnomes is a good
I
one.
haven't seen that one.
You should watch it.
Is it just like
I'm not gonna
all
lie.
acting as gnomes or something?
No, they are just gnomes.
Oh,
They're
filling up
animated
the-
gnomes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Romeo and Juliet. It's Romeo and Juliet, but they're gnomes.
But they're gnomes, yeah. okay.
Sherlock Gnomes. Guess what it is?
Sherlock Holmes, but gnomes.
The killer's gnome. No.
Shit. Oh fuck.
Mm-mm. Yeah, no, I never knew that. Like, I never know the Russian thing and this. Like,
Yeah.
this is crazy. Like, the gnome thing, too. I never did. They have weird legends. They also, like, the legends of, like, where they, it wasn't even I don't think it's a legend because, like, this one guy was talking about when he went with a tribe for, like, a week or whatever, and he would, like, they would hunt whatever it was. So, like, if it was, like a Why can't I think of what
A
they're called?
baboon.
A baboon and like whatever various different things
A
they're
leopard.
hunting. So like they wouldn't eat it all, and then they would hang it
Mhm.
like on a tree or whatever to preserve it.
Yeah.
And he said that while he was there, you would hear like these like weird. It was like almost because the way hyenas sound. You know how hyenas
Yes.
sound? Like they have that weird like. I can't even do it if I wanted to.
I wouldn't try.
But it's like that weird screech that they kind of have. He would hear that in the woods.
Yeah.
And they would always talk about legends. Obviously, the people are. He's like there was legends in these woods about this, and they were like, no, this is hyenas, dog. Like the hyenas are just around us.
Buddy, there's packs.
Yeah, no, it's packs of hyenas, and then
Yeah.
everyone's like, so the guy's like, so what do you do about the hyenas? And he's like, they don't do nothing. Like there's more of us. They're more afraid of us than we are of them.
Yeah.
But it's like also, it would be terrifying to have a pack of hyenas around you.
Yeah. If you're alone,
Yeah, no, 100%. That's what I mean. If you're
Dehydrated.
alone. But the whole thing is like,
injured,
right? They're just looking for food,
Yeah.
and they won't
They're
walk up
fucking
if they see like a fire.
scavengers.
Yeah, they won't walk up if they see like that, and then like fucking, you got 10, maybe more people in this village.
Bodies in that village.
Like you got bodies,
Yeah.
but bro, those hyenas will take down like an old lion if they see it's weak.
Yeah.
like if they see it's weak, they'll fucking kill it, dude.
Like I tell Zach all the time, bro. They go for the weakest members.
They do.
That's why.
That's like their whole thing. That's why like they go for, bro. It's like any sort of really prey animal that's like that. Like lions will go after like newborns because they're not as quick,
Yeah.
right? It's like shit like that. It's like when you're watching what do you want to call them? What are they called? Like not water buffaloes, but they're called something else. Okay, wildebeest.
Bison. Oh.
Wildebeest. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
When wildebeest are running, they do try to protect their young, but it's like fucking.
What are you gonna do?
That's like, what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
It's like that, or like what I always thought was crazy when I started learning about like animals and shit. I always thought it was crazy, like with bears, that the male bears will try and kill the cubs,
so they can start their own breed.
Yeah, so they can
Their
start their own breed.
Own fucking.
I thought that was always wild. I was like, whoa. I
The
didn't know
mother,
that.
the mother, if she can't find food, will just eat the
Bro,
cubs.
and you got to think of it like this too. So people be like, the mother bear is so scary and violent that we were like, when a mom gets mad in the stands for a sports game, we're like, Mama Bear's out. Like, you know what I mean? Like people say that shit.
Yeah.
They were like, we transfer that over to like
the same.
yeah, it's the same, definitely the same.
Looks the same.
A fucking 1,000-pound killing beast. And then fucking.
It's gonna make a rude joke, but I like you too much.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, that's good shit.
I'm glad we got the table clear too.
Yeah, I
easier access.
feel like there's more room for activities.
There's more room. More room for activity.
It's almost that time of year where I gotta watch Step Brothers. I haven't seen it this year yet.
I watched it recently. I watched that recently. I watched
I got a coworker who calls me
both Jump Streets too.
I was like, you can call me Nighthawk. I was hoping he'd let me call him Dragon.
Yeah.
But he wants to be White Turd.
Oh, okay. He hasn't seen the movie.
He has seen the
Yeah.
movie. That's why he wants to be White Turd.
Oh yeah, the white turd. Yeah.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that scene, and I just watched it.
It's burned in my mind.
That's a hilarious scene too.
Yeah.
You have that. All those classic funny, like there's nothing that's like that. I don't think we're ever gonna get to that.
No, we're just not.
You want to say early 2000?
We're not funny anymore.
It's that, but it's like early 2000 comedies are hilarious. Like that Talladega Nights was always funny. I always thought that one was funny. Honestly, I thought if you want to say like, I know it's not really recent, but in recent like times, like I thought the Jump Streets were funny. 21, 22 Jump Street. I thought those were
They
funny.
fucking cured Kanye, so they're not that
Yeah,
bad.
they did kick on. Yeah, that.
Thank you, Jonah Hill.
Do you remember? I think it's called "This Is the End."
Yeah, that was
That
pretty
was
good.
hilarious. Where
That was-
like the scene where they're around the table and Jonah Hill has the gun. He's like, "Bang bang,
bang
bang
bang.
You know what
Yeah.
Can you pull up that scene of like "This Is the End"? The Jonah Hill with a gun. Just search that up, and honestly, it probably will come up right away. It's like my favorite scene from that movie. That
What scene is it? What movie is it?
"This Is the End," and
Jonah Hill with a gun.
Jonah Hill with a gun. And "This Is the End." And yeah, it comes up right away. Turn this bit. Is this up all the way? Yeah, it is. Have you ever seen this movie?
No.
This movie's
It's pretty good.
hilarious. This movie's so fucking
The
funny.
end. The ending
Yeah.
with Backstreet Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got 12 bottles of water, 56 beers, 2 vodkas, 4 whiskeys. whiskey, 6 bottles of wine, tequila, Nutella, cheese, steaks, a Milky Way, half-ounce sour diesel, 3.5 grams Grandmaster Kush, 1 ounce of shrooms, 15 pills of ecstasy, a porno mag, a baseball bat, and the video camera from the movie 27 Hours.
127.
127 hours, and a functioning revolver from the movie Fly Boys.
Oh, faithful. Jesus. This thing's real. No, I kept this from the movie. This is an actual revolver.
I see. Yeah. Marco, it's very uncomfortable. You put it down.
Love it.
Love it. Awesome.
I always keep my props.
That's really cool.
Always keep my props.
Handle it.
He knows what he's doing. I like this bit. I like it. I get it. You know, see?
It's real. It's heavy.
See, I got it. Bang, 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 you're dead. How?
Fucking with the gun.
How? Jesus. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding.
No, don't do that.
Jesus.
I'm trying to have some fun, man. Look, just because a bunch of people fell into a hole outside doesn't mean we can't have some fun. There are a bunch of best friends hanging out. It's like a sleepover.
A lot of people just died.
That or like the scene. Why can't I think the guy that plays Eastbound and Down? Why can't I think of the fucking guy now? Shit. You know he plays Kenny Powers. You've never seen that? Oh my god! But he goes, I'll fucking come where I want to. It's the same. This is the end. It's the same fucking thing. Where he goes, who's using this magazine? Who come in my magazine? He goes, I'll fucking come where I want. I'll fucking come where I want. I don't care. In between, I'll fucking come all over this fucking place. Shit. Yeah, dude, I thought that shit was so funny. That's a fucking good movie. I like that one. That is a good comedy. Plus the cast on is hilarious.
Yeah.
You got Seth Rogen, Jonah Hill, James Franco. You got I can't think of the other guy. He's been in Goon.
Yeah, he wasn't Goon.
Yeah, he wasn't Goon. He was
Goon's
the best friend.
Goon's the only sports movie I like.
Dude, Goon's another great comedy fucking sports movie. Fuck, dude. I'm like some of these are actually really good. I gotta watch some of them. Have you ever seen Goon?
No.
Holy shit.
I like it because it's like they're playing hockey, but he just hits people.
Yeah, I know the
Pick the number 69. It's hilarious.
No one else is in the stands.
He can't skate, so he gets on there, and I think he has like figure skates on, so he steps on the ice, and his whole thing is just like he just starts dropping bodies, starts knocking motherfuckers out, and then
This is practice, bro.
and he goes, "Okay, listen, the problem is you're kicking the shit out of your teammates. First rule: stop kicking the shit out of your teammates."
I got 2 rules. Don't touch my Percocets. And do you have any Percocets?
Do you remember the brothers too, where they're like they grab his helmet and the goalie's helmet is his mom.
He's got pictures of his mom on his helmet.
So these two, they're brothers, and they call him and they're like, "We go fuck your mother." So they grab his helmet and they start face fucking his helmet. They start face fucking his helmet. Oh my god. He goes, "We're on the same team." He goes, "We're on the same team, man." And they're like talking shit to him. He goes, "You couldn't stop a fucking volley. You couldn't stop a beach ball. Beach ball. You couldn't stop a fucking beach ball." And they're fucking. It's so that movie is fucking so funny. The first one's hilarious because they made 2. They made 2 of them.
The second one was shit, wasn't it?
I wouldn't say it was shit, but it was the first one's 100% better. Like it's funny. It's so
especially
funny.
the build up to the last fight.
Especially the build up where he ends up finding, I forget the girlfriend's name in it, but he ends up finding the girl and he's guilty about like sleeping with her. Yeah. So he goes to the ex-boyfriend. He goes, "I deserve it." He's on his knees getting the shit.
Just do it.
He goes, "She's wonderful. She's so nice."
Oh shit.
He's just getting fucking hit in the face.
Just he's like, "I earned it. Just get it done."
Oh
with.
my god, I love that fucking movie. That movie's so good. I can't even think of any other comedies right now that I really like. That I that I really really like.
You know what I think it is? That just like our architecture and design, it's become minimalistic.
What do you mean, Spain?
Well, you got to think like you don't want to piss anyone off, right? Mm-hmm. So you don't want to make certain design or joke choices because you know it'll ostracize or like push away a certain group. So you always try and choose like the neutral path for everything, like the way scenes are designed, the way fucking lines are said, with what the lines say. And the problem with not pissing off anyone or choosing the neutral path is it has no like character. Like there's no individualism to the line or the scene or the joke.
Right.
So everything kind of just feels bland all the time. Like the reason like you guys liked rewatching Family Guy 1,000 fucking times is because I was always trying to pick at something, pick a group and stick to like to a characterization. But like even with man, I'm bought.
But I think Always Sunny did that too. Like they were good at doing that, I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Like they would write for a certain topic or a subject and they would stick with that the entire time.
Yeah.
The thing is like those news shows. Like I tried watching that news show Blockbuster. Mm-hmm. Like I don't think it's a bad show. I really don't. Mm-hmm. I just like the jokes in it weren't for me. Like they're not like I don't know. I like different types of like comedy, I think.
Yeah.
Because I'm a big comedy guy, right? Like I listen to I like Big J Okerson is he's a comedian I've been watching recently. Yeah. And he's just like really like dirty like with his shit. Like he talks about like some crazy ass shit. Like I don't know, this weird shit. Like Tom Segura was always like that. Like he says like dirty ass shit. And like, you know, Family Guy. Like Family Guy's fucking provide like they're like one of the dirtiest like they'd say some fucking crazy shit on that Family Guy. But like honestly, I think a show that did a good job. Like what you're saying where they kept it neutral and I thought Superstore was pretty good. Yeah. Like I like that shit. Have you ever seen it?
No.
I watched it recently again for like the third time. Yeah. Like I thought it was actually good. Like they did that show where it was like I don't think they offended anybody, but it was just like the characters themselves were funny. Mm-hmm. Like they were just funny in general. Yeah. Like and they brought like certain things in. Like they brought like certain jokes like where the sample lady isn't like they were selling like salsa or something and she wasn't Spanish or Mexican or anything like that. So it's interesting how like they did that whole episode where it's like Amy's trying to tell. It's funny because like the whole thing is like the supervisor's trying to tell people like, hey, this isn't Mexican, but they don't care. Like the whole thing is like they're just taking samples of salsa. Like they don't give a shit. Like the girl's not Mexican or whatever. But then she's doing it and then she's trying to push it or whatever. It's good the way they did it. Like I thought they did that show phenomenal. Plus, like not to mention, I thought that was one of the shows where it progressively got funnier. Yeah. Especially like once they utilized character. Like, do you remember who's the warehouse guy? Marcus. That's who I'm thinking of. Mark, you know who I'm talking about? Superstore. Marcus, the warehouse guy. Yeah. Right? Yeah. So one of the things is they're all sitting and he goes, they're talking. It's like roughly about like they're on their break or whatever, and it's like peeing in the shower. He goes, yeah, everyone pees in the shower or whatever, and he goes, yeah, well, and poo, and they're like.
He's waffle stuffing?
They're like, Marcus, what? No, nobody does that. And he goes, okay, guys, we're going to pretend that we don't poop in the shower and stomp it down the drain.
Waffle stomp it. Yeah.
And he goes, and they're like, no, we don't do that. We don't do that at all, actually.
That reminds me of this thing from fucking years ago. It was like, okay, when you guys poop in the shower... Do you A, waffle stomp it, like push her down the drain, or B, shit in your hand and toss it in the toilet? And all the comment was like, neither of those things, bro. Neither of those things happen for us. That's not a thing people do.
Oh my God, I couldn't imagine that.
Imagine you post, your username is on that.
Oh. Holy shit, that's funny.
It always thinking for some reason every time you bring up Superstore, I think about that show IKEA Heights.
I've never seen that.
You know what?
Where the guy he records in an IKEA, but it's actually
they made an entire show inside of IKEA without IKEA knowing they were doing it.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
You said it. You talked about this before.
Because it's funny. I watched like almost all of it on a day I was sick.
Yeah.
It's just funny because like. There's always the blooper reels at the end, and it's just people that work at IKEA going like, "Do you guys like need assistance with anything? What's with the cameras?"
The Office was another one of those shows too, where they did a good job. Yeah. They did some funny ass shit.
I couldn't watch that either.
The Office?
It's so good.
I think
couldn't.
I'd like The Office. I don't mind it.
I rope The Office in with Friends as shows that I just can't.
I didn't care for Friends. I didn't care for Friends.
I tried.
Not
I
even
tried
saying like
so hard.
not even saying that it's like
I tried to
worst
care
show, but
so hard.
I don't know. I just didn't care for some of them. And then like it was like I tried 2.5 Men just because Charlie Sheen. Let's just see. Let's see what he was doing when his
Wasn't
prime.
good, was it?
No, it wasn't.
No.
It wasn't that good.
We all know King of Queens, though, is the top of the food chain for sitcoms.
Listen,
Yeah.
the first couple episodes, I was like that we were watching, I was like, haha, this is good. But after a while, I'm like, oh man, this is just the
Seinfeld?
same thing
Mm-hmm.
over and over. It's,
Seinfeld was good. You didn't.
I watched all of Seinfeld. I liked it.
I like Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Seinfeld? Yeah. You have? Yeah. Seinfeld's good. Seinfeld's good.
Yeah. I think it was just.
I think the funniest though is like Always Sunny. Like I think they do a great job. They do like it's literally the biggest pieces of shit
Yeah.
in the craziest situations, and I love it. They do such a good job. I know like people are saying it's on a downfall now, but I think there's this like
They're old. But yeah.
I think it would be so hard for like I gotta explain this in the right way. I think it would be so hard now for the amount of competition you have.
Yeah.
For like shows that are coming out that are funny. Plus, like I feel like it's hard. You got to be like you said the neutral thing for you to get on like Netflix or like Disney Plus or something like that. Now, like the like you got to think like South Park. I thought South Park was Disney Plus. I said that one time on here. It's not. It's,
You lied. I did look for it, and you lied.
It's Amazon Prime. Do you have Amazon Prime?
No.
Okay.
No, I thought it was on Disney Plus.
No, it's not.
I
It's
searched.
not. I looked yesterday. It was on Amazon Prime.
You said it, and I went home and searched.
But
That's how I started watching Star Wars.
it's from them.
Well, you said fucking South Park was on
Yeah.
Disney Plus.
Yeah, I know.
And then
fucked
I
up.
hit S. It wasn't there. And I saw Star Wars. I was like, oh, I'll put that on the back burner.
Yeah.
I typed in the South Park. It wasn't there. I was like, I guess I'll watch Star Wars. I'm already playing the game.
It is on Amazon Prime though, but what I'm saying, like they do a good job. Like, I mean, they're definitely one of the people. They're the grandfather. Like they could, at this point, they're just gonna say their shit and do whatever. Like they already do. They don't like
I
they're
really want to watch that Scientology episode.
dude. They do such a good fucking job with some of them. Like they are easily one of like I would say at least top 3 of all time funniest animated shows of all time. Like they're up there for sure. Like some of them is hilarious.
Yeah.
Like the episode where it was like a beginning episode, so it's like why can't I think Stan's dad and the Jewish kid's dad. I can't think of his name though right now. Do you know who I'm talking about?
No, I haven't seen it.
I have
The Jewish kid's dad.
the kid. There's like the kid with the green hat and the yellow or the orange.
Kyle.
Kyle. That's who it is. Yes, Kyle and Stan. So Kyle and Stan's dad. No, you're right. That's exactly who it is. Kyle and Stan's dad. So they're at like this party event, and they go to the back and they're in like the hot tub. And it's just them, and like the whole scene is. So the whole scene is them like, well, I've never.
I don't like how this is going. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Go
he goes.
ahead.
I've never, did anything with a man. And so it's
Just the two dads.
So then
chilling
it
on a
cut.
hot-
It just cuts to. It's not. It cuts to them just putting on their clothes, and it's like the entire time. It's like Kyle's dad is like. Like they're at the house party still because the whole episode is that, and it's like, did I do something wrong? Why won't you talk to me? All this that, and that's how it continuously goes. But dude, it's such a funny fucking episode because then it's like it's also like with that it's the kids and the kids are stuck in the basement because all the adults are
Upstairs
partying. So that they're up upstairs in the room and the parents are partying in like the living room and shit, and then they see like there's like agents outside because they think there's something going on in there, like they think there's like a threat, there's like a bomb threat or whatever. So it's funny, like people are leaving the party, they're just getting picked off by the agents outside. The entire time, like it's hilarious, dude. They do such a good job at that show. That show's so fucking funny.
I always wanted to watch it. Just never had the chance.
You've never watched it ever?
I've seen like little episodes here and there.
Dude, I'll give you my Amazon Prime if you want to watch it.
I think we've said that 1,000 times.
No, I'll actually give it to you though.
Okay, text it to me right now.
Okay. No, dude, like you should act like I'm being dead serious. Like give it a chance at least.
Okay, well
like,
I've got We got fucking 7 seasons of a TV show with 22 episodes.
They have
a year.
25 seasons.
Holy fuck. Listen, I gotta finish this fucking Star Wars thing.
That's fair. They have 25 seasons. Of course, they're all long. Like the seasons are like 25 episodes.
Holy fuck.
All half an hour, but you have time there. And I'm telling you, they only like, especially I thought like the funniest season was like between, I want to say season 3
Yeah.
to like probably season 11 to 14.
Holy shit, that's a run.
Like they're just hilarious. Like some of the things, like the Scientology one is hilarious. You're right. The one where they, I'm gonna forget it. So it was like Christians and somebody else arguing, but they don't know what they're actually arguing about. So they're marching down to like, you know, to beef it out, and then it's like the kids were just like, it's all the kids that end up like settling them, but the only reason they're settling it is because it's the kids' beef. Like the kids had beef with each other, and they're like, "You're right, guys. Why are we fighting?" Like, you know what I mean? And the entire time they have no idea what they're fighting about, so they all leave. Like, they just did recently, like I haven't seen it, but they did recently where they made a whole episode of like Andrew Tate's in it.
Oh, great.
And I'm like, I heard like voices of it. They fucking, dude, it's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
You got to listen to it, man. Like like some of the shit they do in there is so, it's funny. It's hilarious. They do a good job.
Thinking about X-Files now.
Why? Because I said UFOs earlier.
He said it. I got the poster on the wall. Now it's like, do I rewatch the first
that the
couple
alien?
seasons?
Let's show
Got
the
that
alien.
now. Yes, new studio upgrade. This alien statue.
You see it?
Can you see it?
You see it?
Can you see it? His name's Ed.
Hello. It's Paul. Yeah, have you ever seen that movie, Paul?
I thought it was shit, so I never watched it.
You
Is
never
that
wa-
actually Paul? Like, is it modeled after him?
No, it's not. It's
I was gonna say, it looks. I want to name him Ed
It's
or Eddie.
we can name him Ed. You want to name him Ed?
Ed.
Ed says hi to everyone when they walk in the studio. Yep. But we have that.
That's a cursed item. I feel. I'm getting some bad vibes from him.
It's an alien. He's a little alien sitting down. Hello.
Dark side of the vibes is strong with him.
Oh. Yeah, right. This samurai here.
Nothing from that. That's just fake
The-
Amazon.
which,
But that
you know, have skull on it. Have skull on it.
doesn't look tight.
Yeah, dude. I fucking love this thing.
I haven't even seen that half skull.
Well,
'cause
you
I've
never on this.
I've
thing.
only ever seen the side of it.
Yeah,
Kind of baller.
it is kind of baller. This is like one of my favorite things that we got.
Yeah.
I love fucking our studio now.
Yeah, it's okay.
You wouldn't think, bro. I was thinking about this the other day.
Yeah.
We're coming up on our year fast.
What do we do? What do we do?
What do we do for our year? Our year, by the way, July 1st is a Saturday.
Who we having? Aaron, right?
Yeah,
We kinda have to have Aaron.
We should have Aaron. Yeah.
Yeah.
After a year doing it, he was the first guest.
Do we
And-
wear all Canada garb, like fucking hat?
Yeah, we should. Yeah. We never did it for the first one,
No.
but we should do it definitely. Like,
I want to get Canada Day glasses.
yeah, I think it's crazy that we're almost at a year. A year because like, what will that be? It would be close to 140 episodes by then.
What's happened since then? The government confirmed the existence of aliens and their trackings of it.
Yeah,
That was wild.
that happened. They had, holy fuck, dude! I feel like so much has happened.
It's so much I can't remember any of it, and that's
The
why they
world-
like it.
The World Health Organization finally declared that COVID's not a pandemic anymore.
Yeah, that was really recent.
That was real recent. And then they had well, no, that happened before that.
Did they figure out that bird flu thing yet?
What bird flu thing?
What?
What bird flu thing?
The bird flu? Remember that? No.
No, I don't even.
That was
Didn't you
killing
hear?
all the birds.
What'd you say?
He said the bird flew.
She said all birds fly.
Ignore it. Move faster. I'm editing that.
We'll
We're
talk.
gonna
We'll
talk about
talk.
our
We'll talk.
concession
We'll
after
talk.
this.
We'll talk after.
You can't edit this out now. Leave it in.
Yeah, leave it in.
Executive decision. The board has spoken. Leave it in. Ah, shit.
But like,
Yeah, so you know what avian flu is?
Yeah.
It was killing a bunch of birds, and then it started migrating to other animals.
no, I didn't know that. I didn't know that part
it was
at all.
getting scary for a bit because, like, what if it jumps to people? Because it has like a 98% mortality rate. It's like rabies, but a little worse. Because, like, if they shit in, like, the water supply, and then there's like no cure for it.
Yeah, that's fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's crazy that we can just get knocked out by disease like
Anything, yeah.
Like
no,
literally just
yeah.
boom, done.
We had like a
the
good
plague was one of those things.
We had a good run there for a bit where there wasn't a scary one, and then there was.
They always trying to drop that shit. Remember when like weird? I'm bringing this up, but do you remember?
Ebola?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. Do you remember that where they were like, "You're gonna die from bleeding out of your ass and eyes"? You know? And that's what I remember around school. That was the thing. Like,
Yeah,
that's all. That's all anyone said. I'm like, well, how do you know? Like they're like, you'll bleed from your ass and your eyes. Like that's what anyone said.
because they heard on the news and like, holy fuck,
And all these, and you took these also 15, 16-year-old kids' word for it. You were just like, yo, mom, if you know if you get Ebola, you'll fucking just, you'll bleed from your ass and your eyes till you die.
all anyone knew about it.
That's all anyone knew. And they're like, what happened? They're like, one guy in Texas had it. Like, that was it.
Yeah.
It was like one dude in Texas had
There's
it.
one case in the well, there was like the major outbreak.
There was a major outbreak for a minute there.
For not in the States, but it was like it was happening, and
Yeah,
then there
yeah,
was
yeah.
one because they were worried that was going to be the global pandemic. And H1N1.
H1N1, yeah. I totally forgot about that one.
Yeah,
Holy
'cause
shit.
You got to think there's been like about 25 of these since you and I have been born.
Yeah.
There was
something
only
like that.
one that got to the level of
where we had
COVID.
to shut shit down.
yeah,
We had to shut stuff down. Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
because it was transmitted so fast.
Crazy to think about. It's crazy to think about like that it's over because everyone thought it wasn't going to be over for so long. Do you remember that?
Yeah, well, how long did it last? 3 years?
We're in 2023, yeah. 3 years.
Yeah.
Well,
I guess 4 or 5, I think. Yes, nailed it. Go back in the footage. I guarantee you I said that.
4 or 5 what? That you said that it would be?
4 or 5 years.
That, but then it was like people, a lot of people did think though, like that was it. Like you were just gonna.
Oh my god, this one's going to get flagged for misinformation. isn't it?
No, it'll be all right.
Sweet. We made it.
No, it probably will.
It definitely will. We said the word.
Yeah, we did. Anytime we say it once, it's funny because all the ones with Tyler,
Flag?
all flagged.
Yeah.
Every single one's
It's
flagged.
weird how many times we brought it up with him.
I mean, like, I guess I don't
This
know.
just comes up.
It's just a big thing, also part of everyone's life, especially us. Like, a lot of people lost like a good couple years of like their youth.
You got to feel like kind of bad for the kids in like Cade's age
Yeah.
who didn't get a prom and shit.
That's, dude. I was
Tough.
literally just saying that. I brought it.
You
up
missed
one
out
time.
on nothing.
Nah, I felt a little bad. I don't know. Some people.
I
like,
went to 3 proms. I'm telling you, you missed out on nothing.
I don't know, man. I do.
Grade 11, 12, and my first year of college. Like those are
What?
very pivotal years. In
Are
my
they?
Life. Kind of, yeah.
Are they?
Okay.
I just do it again. I don't know what to tell you.
That's just because he didn't care about prom. That's the thing. Chase thinks like if I don't care about it, then no one cares about it.
It's weird that you would.
It's not. Some people really enjoy that. What are you talking about? Some people prom. We seen on the ride here. We seen someone getting like they were taking pictures outside their house for prom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
they
can
was
just do that whenever. You don't need a day to do that. Like we get dressed up all the time. You and I get dressed up whenever we feel like. You're like suits today. Suits today. Just wear a dress. Who gives a fuck?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Some people just like, well, if you spend all the money on it, like dresses are not cheap and like
Yeah.
suits were not cheap. Like shit's not cheap like that.
How much did you spend on your suit?
Dog, I don't even want to say it because I know you guys are just gonna start talking shit. So I don't even want.
Mine was $80.
Mine was not that.
Was it less than that? Okay.
How much was it?
How
I
much
don't
was
even
it?
want. I don't want to say the number.
Jake, how much was it, bro?
It was all. Let me just say this.
Just how much was it? Just say it.
No. I'll say this. The entire suit from like down to my boxers and socks, all Calvin Klein.
Why?
All of them were Calvin Klein.
Say a number.
I don't want to say the number.
Say a number.
I'm not saying the number.
My
Anyway-
jacket was Calvin Klein.
Was it?
Yeah. So were the pants.
Nice, dude.
Yeah. How expensive was yours?
It was expensive.
How expensive?
I don't.
You can't just stop. I'm wearing a Calvin Klein shirt right now.
Is that Calvin Klein?
Damn right, baby.
God,
Yeah.
that's why I look so fucking good, dude.
Yeah.
God damn.
Thank you, Value Village.
I'm just wearing our.
Oh.
I'm just wearing our own merch.
We ain't even selling those.
No, we're handing them out to all of our close friends.
Saying them out to people. We're doing that like buy them. You can't buy them. You can't. You can
You
message
gotta-
me and ask real nice.
Yeah,
I'm
ask
not
them.
gonna sell it to you.
Yeah,
I only have one. I like it.
I like giving them to our friends because they'll send me a picture when they're wearing it. Like,
Yeah?
like Aaron the other day.
Hey, you gave one to Aaron?
I gave one to Aaron and Matt when they came to my bonfire.
Bro, my mom, dad, and brother, and my whole family has one.
Yeah,
Why
her
did
whole family asked for them.
Yeah.
You only gave me one. You're like 6?
For her family.
Well, my mom wants one. Come on.
Oh, we'll get your mom one.
Fuck.
We'll get your mom. I have to bring my mom one. Fuck, that was good. Thank you for reminding me.
You're welcome.
We gotta
I didn't realize we had that many.
Oh, dude,
I really thought we had like 3 of them.
dog. I made 50.
That was the number we talked about.
Yeah, we talked about the number. I texted you. I have it on text.
I don't think that's true.
We talked about it. Like when we first started talking about merch, we were like, yeah, we're going to do 50 and then we can all divide them evenly and give them.
Divide it. You gave me one of them. How much did I pay for these?
I know.
How much did I pay for that one shirt?
He goes, I think we made 3, and then I'm like, hey, this is I'm not gonna say the price, but it was like so and so, and he's like, well, here's half, and let me say, that wasn't for 3 shirts.
I kind of forgot. I don't remember how much I paid for it. You just handed me a shirt. And I was like, hey.
Mark this down. I'm gonna say the number. So it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you had to give me.
I gave you that?
Yeah, so we can make the shirts.
You only gave me one?
It's because we're just handing. It's because we're just handing them.
Give
out.
me a few.
I'll give you a few. We have 3 sizes.
Yeah?
Yeah, medium,
the
large, and
largest
extra
size.
large.
I want everyone wearing baggy shirts.
Here, and then when you hand them to people, throw them. Just
Here you go, homeless dude.
That, and we got to do the sticker.
Oh
things.
my God, we should hand them to the homeless.
No, you know what we should do? We should get a shirt cannon. Boom, boom.
Out my sunroof.
I'll be like, what up? Like, we'll go down. we'll go downtown.
Crackheads. Oh, that's not allowed.
He's like, you got $1? Got a shirt? Boom. Like,
from me to you.
and we're stuck at a red light. We're stuck at a red light. Boom.
Get out of here. I can't. It's a red.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
It's funny because, like, I'm glad we always have our merch. You know what I mean? Like, me and you always have, like, everyone's like, when we got the sweaters, when my mom made us those sweaters.
Yeah. Thanks again.
Yeah. Everyone was like, holy shit, you guys dropped sweaters?
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, not for you guys. It's only for the crew. Only for the crew that's making these, they are getting these. Holy shit.
I don't even know who I'm going to give these shirts to.
What do you mean?
You're going to get one. Don't worry.
Covering bases. Yeah, I like it. Delete that part. But like, yeah, that, I don't know. It's crazy to think about. It's crazy to think about how many episodes we've done in a year too.
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
And like only 2 of them I liked. It's crazy.
2 of them you liked?
Pat.
We haven't had Pat in a while.
We've had Pat recently enough.
No.
And then
That's funny. We got Zachary coming on next week.
again?
Yeah, dude.
Oh my God, we can't find anyone. Scraping bottom of the barrel. Oh, that's crazy.
No, Zach's been a fucking.
I love Zach.
And it's crazy. Out of like you guys, think about this for a second. Out of almost a year of doing this podcast, there's only been 1, maybe 2 podcasts we couldn't post.
That is kind of wild.
Yeah. That's pretty
Wow.
And like I always thought, listen, when we when we first did the podcast, I always thought it was just gonna be like us and our friends, like, you know, getting high and then fucking like talking shit.
Talking some shit.
And then till we got canceled. Like
Yeah.
that's how I always thought it was gonna go to. It's like I thought it was gonna get to this where we're like getting people on.
Let's get a doctor on.
We had a correctional officer on.
Yeah, that was kind of wild.
We had a correctional officer on, bro. We're having a paramedic.
We should have him on in the new studio.
Yeah, we haven't had him in a while. I'll message him, talk to him. Good old Adam.
Yeah,
Good old Adam. But then we have a paramedic coming.
that's wild.
That's wild.
Yep.
We've had amazing. We've had so many people.
Yeah.
We've had so many bodies,
Yeah.
and where everyone's just like, we
Different-
know them. Like,
Different career paths.
yeah, it's kind of wild to think about. We've had musicians on.
A lot of them.
Yeah,
I didn't even know.
we've had
Yeah, a
graphic
lot of tattoo
Bro,
artists.
we had fucking some guy who just builds computers and does work for the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Yeah, that was
Fucking-
wild.
That was wild.
Like, you do fucking charity work?
Yeah.
Where's your
Found out he
computer?
was in a band.
Computer shit.
Found out he was a band.
That's
We had a
wild.
fucking graphic designer on.
Uh-huh.
Man, we've had so many people. It's crazy to think about just in a year, eh?
Yeah.
Just
A
in a
lot of small
fucking...
businesses too, boys.
Yeah.
And small, yeah. Yeah. It's actually crazy to think about.
Who would have thought? I didn't think we would. No, not us.
I
Not
never,
us.
I honest to God never would have thought.
No.
Like, truthfully, because when we, like, July 1st last year, if you told me that we would be, what episode would this be, 129?
We're recording right now is 129.
So 129. If you told me we were at 100, you almost at the end. So at the end of this year, it'll probably be close to 140 episodes. If you would have told me that you recorded 140 episodes, you meet all these various different people and have various different conversations
Yeah.
with all these people, I would have told you you're fucking crazy. I would have
Remember
told
when our year-end goal was 100 views?
that was it.
That
That
was
was
by the end of the year, 100 views. We'll fucking quit our jobs. Now look at us.
still working.
Still
But,
working.
like,
I
listen,
can't
listen.
quit.
And that's what I mean. That's all. The thing is too, is I don't know how what people say to you about the podcast, but like people like will,
They don't mention it.
what is that? Oh, you're just logging into it
I want to look at the views.
on the pod. But like
Yeah, no.
people would ask, no, like people
they don't like talking to me.
No, but what I'm saying is like people ask me like I feel like when people ask me shit, like they're not asking me the questions that, I don't know if this sounds bad, like that I would expect, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense at all.
What are they asking you?
Like they'll just ask me like weirder questions, like how much money you make, and like,
Wow, we're not doing bad.
Pat's like 74 on the second one. What the fuck? 118. Whoa.
The dogs will know. They did. That was a good one.
Pat's first one was 69.
Yeah.
Huh?
358.
I'm not touching that placenta. I forgot.
That was a good fucking.
Ugh.
That was a good one.
We gotta get Sabrina back on here. Fuck.
I actually messaged her for me.
I did message her, and I asked her to be honest. She said
No,
yes.
I
and
messaged her.
never
Yes,
responded.
I messaged her. Yesterday.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, so
I'll
message her again.
I'll do it right now.
But that's
What date you looking for?
just message her and ask her.
What date you looking for? I'll just fucking.
We'll get it in before.
Sabrina, you should be on my podcast again now.
We'll get it in before Rain does her. She leaves for her trip or whatever.
Cancel your trip. We are way too busy. What are you talking?
We're way too fucking busy.
Yeah, we could do this Saturday. Oh, wait. No, I'm going to be gone that week. Never mind. That day. I'm gone.
We'll figure it out. It's okay. We'll figure it out. I know. I'm lining people up for around that, but
We could train a replacement. No, we can't. They can do all like the real easy stuff, and then when she comes back, she can do the stuff.
Easy.
She's good at it.
and then
They
like
can do the stuff I used to do, and then
that's also, you know what? You just brought that up. That was like one of the biggest changes too for us when you were not searching up anything anymore.
yeah,
Do you remember that? Like that's crazy to think. Isn't that crazy to think about? Like do you?
Well, no, because I wasn't there. So.
No. But
I was
like,
so glad you said yes because I'm like, fuck, I do not type fast enough.
It wasn't even that, because the whole original reason for Rain was the fact that I didn't like that you were like we would be talking and obviously you're searching up shit.
Yeah,
And then you're not in the conversation anymore. Like because you're searching up shit.
yeah.
Which, like, you know what I mean? I remember we were like, fuck, we need like our own
Somebody.
Jamie. Like, we
Yeah.
need somebody. And then, it so happens. Like, you know what I mean? You just asked at the perfect time.
Well, she was like, "Oh, if there's anything I can do to help," and like the day after, like you said that we were recording, you're like, "We got to get somebody." I was like,
Yeah.
She said anything. She
Is it? Aren't you kind of surprised by that too? Like in the sense of like how far the podcast has come, and like in the sense of its own entirety, like from the room to this
Dude, we
to
used
like getting various different people.
We had, when I first started working for you guys, we had a projector that was being held up by multiple books. Okay.
That and then we had that. Remember that old table? Remember that,
uneven table.
the uneven table that would those mics that would pick up
And I was sitting
anything.
in a chair that my butt was literally poking through. The
That
bottom
chair
of the
was
thing.
fine. You guys talked a lot of shit. I used that chair for years.
I was
Okay.
using a desk that was like a little tiny little kindergarten.
You leave my grandmother's desk alone.
We were in a room that was easily 92 degrees Fahrenheit.
We're in an attic. You guys are talking a lot of shit about my house right now. Leave my shit alone.
We're not anymore. Look where we're at. Look where we're at. We got a neon sign. You see that? We got a neon sign. We got fucking statues.
Dude, we got a whole mural.
Bro, we got a whole ass
There's a
mural.
fucking mural painted over there.
I actually had someone, it was funny. I had someone message me who's been listening to the podcast since the beginning. And they messaged me the other day saying like, bro, it's actually crazy to see how professional you guys take this. I was like, clearly you don't listen to it.
Oh,
enough.
so you're not really paying attention.
Yeah. But that's what he was saying. He was like, it's actually crazy to see how much you guys actually like took the initiative to like keep going, because so many people thought we were only doing 10 episodes and that was it. Like,
Yeah.
they didn't think we would suppress 10.
Who was? I think it was Ken's when she walked in. She goes, "Oh, you guys! I thought we were just like there was a phone in the middle of the room."
Yeah, do you remember that? Bro,
I'm like, no, we spent hundreds of dollars on equipment actually.
because do you also remember where we didn't have a camera for like the first over 100 episodes or whatever, and and everyone walked in when they seen like the stands and the mic. They're like, oh, like I didn't think it was like this.
Yeah.
Like I didn't think it was like
Now
this.
look at us.
Now look at us.
Yeah, when they would walk into the old studio and be like, "Wow, this is professional."
And we're like, hold on, you got to go in first into the corner.
Yeah, you gotta fucking just lean around the ceiling. Just duck, kind of just squeeze in there.
That we had so much shit. I remember when me and him first put up the soundproof foam.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
How many times we tried to put that shit up, and then range first week on the job, she goes, "Why don't you just put like Bristol board and like just fucking staple it?"
We're like, genius. I'm like, our idea was like,
Genius.
we should hot glue gun the wall. We should.
My next idea was, what if I nailed every individual panel?
Those were options. Those were literal. Those were fucking ideas. Like we were like, that's what we could do.
You know what I was just thinking about the other day? Now in my my floor of the house, there's just a room with soundproof panels and a single chair. And like I walked by and I looked in, I was like, that's fucking weird. Like that's like
The last time I was drinking at your house, I went upstairs to go pee because somebody was in the other bathroom, and I looked in. I was like, "Wow, that's so ominous."
it's fucking creepy.
Soundproof room with a singular spinning
And a
chair.
lot of bright lights.
Shuts
Way
the
too many
light.
LEDs.
Yeah, there was a lot of LEDs in that room, which was
miss-
sick at the time.
We need more LEDs in here.
We need more.
My solution when I don't like the studio is we should put more LEDs in it.
Dude, our solution is either like, okay, we need either lights or something different in here.
Or more expensive equipment.
Yeah.
Or a new statue.
Yeah.
You don't like him? You don't like Ed?
I'm not liking your side. I want more shit on the walls that I like. I want to take down a hockey poster.
Fuck you.
Put it over here so you have to look at it.
Okay.
How's that sound?
Fair. It's fair. Would you rather look at that or the
I don't want to see either of those things. To be honest.
We should cover up the walls.
That's how we did it in the other one. Like, my thing was behind me.
We should get Lexi to paint more shit on the walls.
Yeah.
Why not? All the empty like space.
Now we're just doing podcast studio. Let's end this. I got to work tomorrow. Like, let's just.
Oh, you gotta work.
I got to work like
Yeah, let's-
fucking 10 hours tomorrow.
Yeah, let's fucking.
Listen, it's been a blast.
it's been fun.
I don't even know what day of the week it is. Friday?
Friday,
Happy May 2-4.
May 2/4 this weekend.
Woo.
Don't get fucked up. Just
This won't
kidding.
come out in time for you to hear it, but
Yeah,
for us it's Friday of May 2-4.
yeah, yeah. Let's get out.
Remember
of here.
when we installed these shelves down here? Remember when I did that? That was wild. That was an upgrade.
That was an upgrade.
Yeah.
That was. We were doing some shit.
We were because we had no idea how to organize cables or anything.
Dude, we had cables on the ground.
They were just fucking hanging on the ground. Like, remember when we fucking bought the fucking little racks to hang the cables from the bottom?
Yeah.
How many trips Home Depot.
Dude,
it
we
took
kept Home
get this-
Depot in fucking business.
Oh shit! What a wonderful time.
Some gas wasted. So we did some shit.
Did some shit. Yeah, I'm gonna spend some time tomorrow brainstorming ideas for this wall.
Yeah, I kind of want to just brainstorm more ideas and just like let's just paint some shit, dog.
Yeah,
Let's just get some shit up here. Let's make it. It's a white wall.
I'm gonna
Let's do
bombard
some-
Lexi.
Chalk wall.
What do you mean
What?
chalk wall?
Chalk wall. Remember when we were gonna get people to sign it and shit?
Yeah,
We
we'll
could
do
do
that
that.
out there.
Yeah, we could do that out there.
Yeah.
We do that out there, but like this shit, like just get her to paint some wild shit. Like I want a revolver still somewhere. I want to get a revolver,
I don't know.
not an actual revolver, a painted revolver.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't know if
I
we
want her
could
to
just
paint
have
a-
one of those
What
in
about
here.
what about if she painted a revolver on both of our sides with our
Just a revolver.
just
Paint a revolver right there.
yeah, get it.
Paint it. Put my initials on it. This was mine. That was Jake's.
And I'm like,
In
what?
reach.
I'm like, what?
What's that? What's that? Yo, bam!
Bang, 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 bang. Finger gun blast.
Oh my god, a gun. I wonder if it's loaded. That'll never not be funny. Guess not.
All right, let's get the fuck out.
Yeah,
of
let's
here.
get out of here.
All right.
God bless. Enjoy your whatever time this is released. Goodbye. I do miss just recording and uploading right away.
Just received in our newspaper.